Fishing news is brought to you by Influx Marine Paint, Maxima Fishing Line, and Okuma.
Hey there, Toby Lapinski for the New England edition of the Fisherman magazine with this week's web video fishing forecast. Well, much to the delight of all the boats heading off Block Island for cod and other bottom fish, black sea bass season reopens this Saturday in federal waters. And word is that while the cod action has been a tad slower the last week or so in that area, the throwbacks of sea bass that will once again be fair game come Saturday has been very high. All right, moving on into the reports. Going to start off, as always, in Connecticut, where there's still word of some false albacore being landed inside Long Island Sound, but they're not really at any one spot more than the next. The schools are rather spread out, and the fish are kind of spooky, so you'll need to pull out all the stops to come tight. One tip that a few anglers have been employing is that while targeting other species, whether bluefish, striped bass, or blackfish, they have a rod rigged and ready to go for when that school of albies pops up. Moving on into Rhode Island, cod fishing took a slight step back, as I noted, for the last week or so, but there's still some pretty good numbers of fish being landed out east of Block Island. Francis Fleet reports seeing an increase in sea herring moving into the grounds recently, so this should fuel a pretty good surge in action over the next few weeks, maybe turn on the jig bite. Let's just hope that the weather cooperates. And as I noted earlier, with sea bass season opening back up again this weekend in federal waters, it adds to the mixed bag of options being had out there, already including, as I noted, cod, scup. We've got some pretty good reports of winter flounder being taken out there and a bunch of other stuff. So it's a really good time to head out and hit that offshore bite. And up in Massachusetts, the best bet right now would be either to hit the canal and hope to intercept a school of big bass moving on down from the Boston area, or to head out in a boat into Buzzards Bay and get on the awesome blackfishing taking place right now. My friend Captain Mel True has been slamming the tog in these waters lately and doing some serious damage on his Johnny jigs. Alright, well there you have it. I'm Toby Lapinski for the New England edition of the Fisherman magazine, wishing you tight lines if you head out onto the water this weekend.
The fishing news is brought to you by Influx Marine Paint, Maxima Fishing Line, and Okuma.